All right, going live, going live. 2, 1. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Coaching Beyond with Coach Sagasti, coaching with It Works, and we live and raw. Hey, so man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Man, let me be real. Let me be real authentic, real quick, man. Real authentic. Okay, we're on Periscope, YouTube Live, Facebook, man. I'm gonna get into it real fast. I'm gonna give you the proverb first, man, of the day, because it's more important than anything that comes your way. Hear me out now. Today is September 22nd, 2016. September 22nd, 2016, and it is the 22nd day. So here we go. Verse 22, or chapter 22, verse 4, my apologies. By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. Now, hear me out here. Hear me out this one. Listen to this one, okay? Verse 17, it says, bow thine ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply thine heart unto my knowledge. For it is pleasant things if thou keep them within. Within, okay? They shall withal be fitted for thy lips. Okay? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this real quick, man. I'm gonna cut straight to the mustard. I'm gonna cut straight to my mustard. Okay. A lot of things, man. I'm like I said, man, I come raw. Okay, no sugar in my coffee. Yesterday, my deepest apologies. Let me first be very apologetic to a lot of those that were on live and there was no sound bite. It happens, man. Technology. There's nothing you could do about it. You feel me? So my apologies for that. Secondly, my apologies are to those that text me yesterday and messaged me. I apologize. I did not have the time. Literally, I did not have the time to sit down and connect. I made time to collaborate with one of my coworkers. I was emailing some people. I'm not making excuses, but I'm just telling you exactly where my day was at. And I didn't have the full heart to sit down and dive into messages. So I apologize for that. Okay, real quick though, man. I did have the time though yesterday. First thing, right before I walked out the door, I had the time to collaborate with an individual that's going through some trials and tribulations. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Trials and tribulations are everywhere in life, and I know that a lot of people have been through them. Okay, I can see it. I can see it when they speak. Okay, through their or what is it, the style of their dialect. When you open up in conversation. Okay, the essence of the way they walk. You see a lot of different things, right? So, one of the things I posted on my board. If you've seen yesterday, if you've seen the pictures I posted on Facebook, man, and for those that are not that just joined in on Periscope, man, it's Sagasta 2000. Check me out on Facebook. But I posted some pictures last night, and if you've seen my whiteboard, when you walk into my office now, my cubicle, when you walk into my cubicle, the first thing you see is the whiteboard in the back. And the first thing I put there, it says, integrity without knowledge is wasteless energy. And then on the bottom of that, it says vice versa. And you have knowledge without integrity is catastrophic and dangerous, because it's so true, man. One thing, man, I take away from Frederick Douglass, man. Frederick Douglass once said, when you learn to read, you'll be free forever. And I shot it from the hip, man. Like I told you, I'm gonna cut straight to the mustard. Okay, all my years, man, I've said it before, man, all my years, nobody ever showed me, I was telling my wife last night, nobody ever showed me the right direction in life. Nobody ever schooled me on it. When I went to Colton High School, I went to Fremont Elementary, when I went to Hook Junior High, nobody ever showed me that. You know what I'm saying? And it was expressed to me later on in 1994 when somebody planted the seed. But as I told my wife yesterday, I said, nobody watered the seed. Nobody was covering that beautiful tree that was bound to blossom. Nobody was covering that, and that's what's crazy, man. Is you can't, you know what I mean? You cannot grow a rose bush and expect this rose bush to blossom and be beautiful. If you're not watering it, if you're not giving it the proper nutrients, okay, they call it plant food, and if you're not giving it shade that it needs to grow, okay, and the sun, you know, there's a lot of things that go into this, man. It's the same thing for our mind, body, and soul. And believe me when I tell you, there's a lot of people, man, that are wanting to grind. You know, one individual comes to mind, and I expressed to her, I said, look, you can do anything you want to do. I've heard from the greats, what the mind can believe and conceive, it can achieve. And I share that with you because one of the things that, as I expressed that quote, that when you walk into my office, you know, that integrity without knowledge is wasteless energy, and knowledge without integrity is catastrophic and dangerous, is because it's so true. Too many people are so caught up with the realm of integrity, but they're not applying the knowledge, or vice versa. They got so much knowledge, but they're not applying integrity. You know what I'm saying? So I told you I was gonna cut straight to the mustard, man. I told my kids yesterday, man. It was as I opened up with Proverbs, man. It talked about the humility, and it talked about opening thine ear and bowing down thine ear to wisdom, to counsel. You know, and as I told my wife this morning, as she was in the kitchen and she's doing some things, she was up this morning. She was very vibrant. She was going. But as I told her, I expressed to her, I said, babe, I said, one of the things that I truly just love the most about the divine word in itself is that it's straight to the heart. You know what I mean? And if you're not affected by the heart, then I don't know what's going to change you. Because right now we are seeing today change, but in a negative way. I mean, it's like my brother said yesterday, man. Hey, when I say my brother, I mean my brother. Okay, my brother from another mother. He straight up said last night, "You get in my way from providing the tools that I need to provide for my family, I'm gonna run you over." And he was real passionate, and I love that because my man is black. I love my brother. Okay, and straight up, no denying it. He said it just like that. And we got people so closed-minded, not studying, not thinking, not being open-minded, not being vibrant, not surrounding themselves with positive people. They surrounding themselves with negative people. And so what do you get with that? You get negative lives. What, because you lived in the projects? You just think that way? You gotta be that way? Absolutely not. That's slavery, man. Straight up. Frederick Douglass once said it, man, in 1818, man, when he was able to free himself from that slavery and get up to New York, okay, and be an oracle and speak about the things that were happening there to abolish slavery, to help, give a helping hand, to leave his mark in history. It was so true, man. A man that taught himself how to read, write, and speak with passion. And as my brother said it yesterday, don't get in my way. You know what I'm saying? And yesterday, as I shared with many people yesterday, I was a little bitter yesterday, man, because I opened up to something, man. And as I expected a different answer. I was expecting, this answer of sure, no problem, we'll take care of it. We got you covered, coach. Nah, it didn't happen that way. So I got a bit bitter, man. But quickly, I was engulfed by other conversation, and it just surrounded. It just changed the whole environment of my thought. So when people say that you cannot control your mind, you dead wrong. You're sinking in mud, kid. You stuck on glue. The grass is growing beneath your feet because you're not moving in the right area. But I say this because I'm explaining, man, that when you open up your mind, when you open up this vibrant person, it's like C. Clement Stone said that we are a mind with a body. And a lot of people just don't understand that essence. They closed their ear to the wisdom, to the counsel. So I gave you that verse, man, for food for thought, you might say, man. Because it's so impacting, man. It is so impacting that people got to see it, man. You got to learn to develop. You got to learn to grow. You know what I'm saying? You got to see that, man. Real fast, man. I think it's it's safe to say, it's very safe to say that if you're not diligent about your growth, man, and your why, as I explained to one individual today, uh, this morning, early this morning, we collaborated early this morning. And when I'm talking about early, man, I'm talking like 3:15 this morning. You know what I'm saying? 3:20 this morning. We're collaborating, we're talking, and it's for me it's early. For some people, man, they rather sleep, man. What's my brother say? What's my brother say? Adam, what's happening, brother? Good to hear from you. Let me hear something. All right, yeah. You made it to Miami, brother. I'm happy for you. Go do your thing, man. As you have my blessings, brother. Okay. For those on Periscope, man, I'm on live, and so for those that don't know that aren't techies, Facebook Live is live, man. So I'm able to chat with my friends, and my beloved, friends that we can share some things. So real quick, man, thank you, Adam. I appreciate it, man. Go do your thing. You have my blessings and my prayers. You know that, man. Okay. Continue to feel that, man, and express it, okay, with confidence, brother. Believe me with confidence. All right, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into something, man, because my wife sent me something. Do it, man. Absolutely, man. Hey, number one, tell Uncle Grant, Coach Sagasa said, "What's up, man?" And it's all about it works, okay. Tell him I said that, man, for sure. And yes, I appreciate. Hey, most definitely, man. I mean that with all sincerity, and I mean that honesty. I love you. I appreciate it, man, because you're one of the cats. And when I first got into what I was doing, to be a young entrepreneur and to be very vibrant in life and to change lives, you were one of the cats that I was able to harmonize with. We were able to talk, and that was one of the things that you can't buy that. If for those, let me tell you something real quick, man. I talked to one gal the other day, and I was on the phone for a whole hour, and my wife will contest to this. But I was on the phone, and as I spoke to her, she said, "Coach, the only thing I want to do is connect." I said, "Well, what do you mean? Whoa. I said, "What are you talking about connect?" I said, "Because there's a lot of people on social media that are always connected, but all they do is connect. They don't share dialect. They're not conversationalists. They're not, so I told this young lady, I said, "Listen, if you truly want to connect, then you need to get out there and call somebody. That's connecting. Or get out there and shake hands with somebody. That's connecting. Sharing things of the same common nature." One of the things that I take away from Frederick Douglass when he said when you learn to read, you will be free forever. I was able to connect with different novelists, different authors. And the same thing goes with my man, Adam. He's able to connect with different authors, different novelists, okay? He's a bibliographer, just definitely out there, just consuming information. And as I expressed my love for him, I'm definitely happy. I'm happy for my man, Pat. I'm happy for this girl, Kennedy. I'm happy for my man, Abel Ortiz. I'm happy for Stephen Graber. I'm happy for Aaron Silviano. I'm happy for Nathan Perry. I'm happy for Austin Foster. I'm happy for these cats. The reason why I name them is because you got to know them by name. You can't just say you're happy for them. You gotta be passionate about it. I'm happy for my man Alfredo getting at me this morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with my brother Pat this morning. I'm happy for my man Kenny that just got on right now because I was able to connect with him. That's true connection. So when I tell you that the individual called me and she asked me, "Coach, I want to connect. This is all I want to do. I want to connect." Well, connecting is the different realm. You got to reach beyond that just social media liking or accepting somebody as a friend. Now, it don't work like that. Periscope don't work like that. Facebook don't work like that. YouTube. You got to get out there and get in touch, because one of the things I've learned is you got to receive the heart before you can shake the hand, and it makes so much sense, man. And I shared this, man, with my brother this morning. I shared this with my brother this morning, Alfonso, man. If you're listening, I know you're taking a nap right now, brother. But once you get the opportunity to listen, bro, thank you, because it's so true. Kazan, okay? I have it in my office, Kazan. And for those that don't know, go to my webpage and you'll see my brother posted some stuff this morning. If you're a part of the Breathe You family, you'll see it on there, okay? Kazan. And look it up. It's a Japanese word, but it defines who we need to be in life. Continuous development. One of the things I've learned early in my stage of doing what I do is continuous, not stop. And as I promised this kid the other day, I said, I promise that when Coach Sagasta makes it, I'm gonna look out for that school that gave me the opportunity. that gave me the seed, that plant that continues to water. You know what I'm saying? And it might be, and don't get me, please don't get it twisted, because there are days like everybody has days at the job, man. You have your good days and you have your bad days. And as I expressed to you earlier, yesterday was one of those bit in minor areas where I was a little bit bitter, but I went to the playground, man, saw my kids, well, you know, doing their thing. And as I was watching my kids, they were doing their thing. They were running around. I'm looking for the leaders. I'm looking for the followers. I'm looking for the, you know, those people that those young, tenacious and ambitious young minds that are just so vibrant, man. So I'm looking at all these things while other people are just looking for the safety. I'm looking for the safety too, but at the same time, I'm looking at their character. I'm looking at every little thing. Okay, that's just me. You might just say, you're weird, coach. You're nuts. Who thinks like that? Coach Sagasta thinks like that. I'm looking at the details, man. I'm a detailed individual. My man walks up to me yesterday and says, hey, coach, what is it? What do I need to do to be great? A great coach, that's what he told me. And so I told him yesterday, I said, look, man, and I'm going to tell you right now, Coach P, just like this, find the greatest books and apply them to your life. And don't make excuses of why you don't have time. Because if Coach Sagasta can do it for 9 straight months, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and engulfing himself into 25 books now this year, and don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm not setting my ego up. I'm very humble. I'm meek. I'm low because God told me to be. And because without him, I can't do nothing. So understand when I'm telling you this, 25 books today, 25 was 24 Monday, 25 today. Okay, so apply the information, coach. You want to change your life, then apply the information. Because one of the things that I've learned, man, is the design of who we are can never stop. You can't sit on your hands and think that everything's just gonna fall to the sky. But because you got a title. You gotta earn that. My son says to me yesterday, Dad, how do you earn somebody's respect? I looked at him straight dead in the face, man, and with a sincere heart, I said, what are you talking about, man? Straight up. And don't get it twisted, man, because I was sincere. I was really honest with him. I said, man, respect is given. It's straight up just giving. You earn it when you give it, like anything else, you know. So I tell you these stories, man, because it's moving for me. In light that it might help you in your day. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the little itty bitty bitter thing that I got upset about, the small itty bitty, man, of the size of a mustard grain, but yet I felt like it was just engulfing me. But then when I seen those kids, I was able to remove that from my mind. When I talked to my man, I was able to remove that from my mind. When I came back to my office and I seen my door all painted up with Mark Twain's quote, man, that just boom, enlightened me. Like I was just like a fire, man. I was ready to go, right? 120. Okay, designed. I'm ready to go. Fourth quarter living, I'm ready to go. And yesterday we get to the game. Another story for you, okay, before I get out of here. Another story for the game, man. So we're at the game yesterday, man. And, you know, my hey, what's happening? How you doing? We're at the game yesterday. And no doubt, man, from the moment it started, man, I told my young cats, I got 20 cats. 17 of which play both ways 40 minutes of football. 40 minutes, okay? They're 10-minute quarters, okay? 40 minutes of football. They play both ways. And so I told my young cats, I said, listen, you got to go out there and play with heart. You got to play with the ambition. You got to keep on going. Blah, 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 boom, okay? The only thing that set yesterday's tempo up was their heart. They didn't give heart and they didn't give effort, and we lost tremendously. But benefit of the doubt, straight up, man, I asked my cats before the game, I said, I need you to do 2 things. 2 things only. That's it. Just 2 things only. Score some points or win. Those are your goals today. Who are you talking? Let's see. Who am I talking? Okay. So who am I talking? I'm Coach Sagasta, Coaching Beyond, Coaching with It Works. Okay. And coach at Mojave Accelerated Learning Center, which is in Boyd City, Arizona, a phenomenal school. Okay. But I'm talking about my football team yesterday. That's somebody from Periscope. They wanted to know exactly what I was talking about. So I had to let them know, you know what I'm saying? I'm on Facebook 2000, okay, Sagasta 2000. And for you YouTubers, you know what it is. All right, man, hold up. Let me see what my brother said. My brother said, appreciate you on a mission. Hey, you better hit up Barnes and Noble, man. Hey, hey, wait, whoa, Adam, before you take off, brother. This book I bought, what did I say, love? I don't know. I want to say like maybe 5 or 6 months ago, man. If you don't have it in your library, Adam, I suggest you get it, brother. This is one of the originals, okay? But it's a Dutton book, and it's called Napoleon Hill's Keys to Positive Thinking, okay? And let me share something before you get out of here, bro. I got to share this with you. Let me find. Where's it at? Boom. My wife brought this up to my attention yesterday, and it was brought to my attention yesterday. Hear me out now. You're going to be surprised when I tell you this, though. Set goals for yourself. Set goals for yourself. My man Pat, my man, Adam, setting goals. Everybody at Breathe You, set goals. I told my kids yesterday, set goals. Number 1, score some points. Number 2, win the game. We didn't win the game. We haven't won the game in 3 times we've hit the field. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when I shared with you just a few weeks ago that my Cats were out there going both ways against 2 dominant teams, dominant. They came out with their heads held high, chest puffed up, like they just took on a giant. Okay, no defeat, no retreat. That was all they could think about. I heard it through the campus, man. I heard it through the campus. They were just alive. But yesterday when they hit the field, their heart just wasn't there. The effort wasn't there. But does it end there? Absolutely not. We got 3 more games. It doesn't end there. And they know that. That's what I love about these young, vibrant minds, is they know that. If they can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. That's the reality of it all. What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. One of the greatest quotes I ever heard in all my life. As I told you, I wasn't a reader. When I heard Frederick Douglass say, when you learn to read, you will be free forever. How right is that? So I'll leave you with that today. Okay? Express who you are. And like my quote in my room, okay? Have both of them congruent with one another. I'm talking about knowledge and integrity. Integrity and knowledge. Let them join. Express yourself. I'm out, man. What'd you say? Hold up, I didn't see your quote. My bad. What was your? I apologize, but what was your comment?